In the last class, we learned about one effect of oxidation reactions in everyday life, right? And what is that? What is the name of the effect of oxidation in metals? Tell me, what is that process?
Corrosion.
Yeah, it is corrosion, right? Corrosion. Then one more effect that we can learn, that is rancidity. Have you any idea about rancidity? Rancidity. Anyone? No. So we can learn, what do you mean by this rancidity? I think now you got a small idea about rancidity. Yes or no? Yeah, when the fat and oils within the substance get oxidized, the taste and smell of the food changes. That is known as rancidity, or the food turns rancid. So this oxidation process not only occurs to metals, but also oxidation occurs to all substances, including food materials. So when the fats and oils within the substance get oxidized, the taste and smell of food changes. And we can call it as rancid. Food turns rancid. And this is known as rancidity. So this is the second effect of oxidation in everyday life. First one, corrosion. And the second one, rancidity. Food turns rancid when the fats and oils within them get oxidized. That means the fats and oils included in this food materials that starts to react with oxygen and a new product is formed. That's why the taste and smell of the food changes. Oxides are formed. This is clear about rancidity. Food turns rancid when the fats and oils within them get oxidized and the taste and smell of the substance changes. Okay, clear? Then there are certain methods to prevent this rancidity. Similarly, oxidation. That means in corrosion, we learned certain methods to prevent corrosion, right? The same way we can prevent this rancidity using certain methods. So we can learn certain methods. Before that, Geraldine,
Yes, ma'am.
can you read the slide one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Food turns rancid when the fats and oil within them get oxidized and the taste and smell of the food changes.
Okay. And this phenomenon is known as rancidity. Then we are going to learn how to prevent this rancidity. The first method, adding antioxidants. What do you mean by antioxidants? Any idea? Antioxidants. Yeah, that's in the point itself. Substances which prevent oxidation. Okay, there are certain substances that can able to prevent oxidation, or they prevent the reaction with oxygen. Such substances are known as antioxidants. So we can add certain antioxidants to food in order to avoid oxidation. That's the first method, adding antioxidants. Antioxidants are the substances which prevent oxidation. And the second method, we can store such type of food materials in airtight containers to slow the process of rancidification. Rancidification means just that phenomenon of converting this food substance gets rancid. That's it. Okay. Storing food in airtight containers to prevent the passage of air into the substance to slow down the process of rancidification. So this is the second method. First one, and adding antioxidants. That means substances which prevent oxidation to food. Then the second method, storing food in airtight containers to slow the process of transedification. This is the second method. And the third one, refrigerating food also helps to slow down rancidification, cool down certain substances. These point 2 and 3 that we already done in our homes, right? To prevent the spoilage of food. Same way, to prevent this oxidation or rancidification, we are following the same steps. Storing food in airtight containers. Then the third one, refrigerating. We will keep the food remains in the refrigerator, right? In order to avoid the spoilage. In the same way, we are using this method for preventing rancidity or rancidification. And the fourth method, replacing oxygen in the containers with another gas. I think this one is familiar for all of you. When you buy certain chips like Lay's, you can see that tightened with certain gas, right? That is not with oxygen. To prevent these chips from turning rancid, chip manufacturers flush the bags with nitrogen gas in order to avoid rancidification, replacing oxygen in the containers with nitrogen. Clear? So these are the 4 methods that we can adopt to prevent rancidification. First one, adding antioxidants. Antioxidants are the substances which prevent oxidation. And second method, storing food in airtight containers to slow the process of rancidification. And the third one, refrigerating food also helps to slow down the rancidification. And the fourth one, we can replace oxygen with nitrogen in certain chips packets in order to avoid this rancidification. So these are the 4 methods to prevent rancidification. Justin,
Yes, ma'am.
do you write lecture notes? Yes or no? I can't see anything. You have writing. That's why. Tell me. All of you switch on your videos, please. I told you in the beginning itself, you have to write lecture notes. That will help you concentrate in the class itself and it will helpful for learning. So try to write lecture notes during the class itself. Okay, Srihari, it's okay. Fine. Said, I just forgot them to reply your message. I had seen your message about burning off. You just bring the spoon towards the fire, right? Said?
That's one.
That's black color. It is due to burning of that substance. That means carbon is already there in the fire. Due to the presence of carbon, that black coating is formed. Okay, due to that smoke. Clear, Said?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, due to the presence of carbon, that black coating is formed. It is not due to this corrosion. Okay. I just forgot to reply that message. So, Abin, can you read these points to prevent rancidity?
Adding antioxidants, substances which prevent oxidation to food. Storing food in airtight conditioners to slow the containers to slow the process of rancidification.
Yes.
Refrigerating food also helps to slow down rancidification. Placing oxygen in the containers with another gas, for example, to prevent chips from turning rancid. Chips manufacturers flush the bags with nitrogen gas.
Okay, fine. So these are the methods to prevent rancidity or rancidification. Ashik, can you read the points once again?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Adding and antioxidants,
Yes.
substances which prevent oxidation
Hmm.
to food,
Hmm.
uh, storing food in airtight containers so uh, to slow the
Slow
process
down.
of uh,
Slow down.
and
Okay, okay, fine. Slow the.
process of rancidification.
Okay. Then.
Uh, refrigeration food also helps to
Hmm.
slow down
Hmm.
rancidification,
Hmm.
replacing oxygen in the
Hmm.
container with another gas, for example, to prevent
Hmm.
chips from turning rancid. Chips manufacturers
Hmm.
flush the bags with
Yes.
nitrogen gas.
Okay. So that's about rancidity. I think it's clear for you. So this corrosion and rancidity are the main effects of oxidation in everyday life. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
This is clear for everyone.
Ma'am,
So
can you show the slide of corrosion?
yeah, sure. Jerlin, you can write now. Finished? Jerlin?
Yes, ma'am.
Then these are the methods to prevent metals from corrosion.
Okay, ma'am.
These two. Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have completed this chapter. In this chapter, we learned about different types of chemical reactions, then balancing chemical equation, and the last one, the effects of oxidation in everyday life. Okay, do you have any doubt in this chapter? All of you, please switch on your videos if you have no network issues. Only Srihari informed me. What about others? Karthik, Anthony, Maxi, Sean, Dominic, Justin, please switch on your videos. Okay, tell me, do you have any doubt from this chapter? No. Okay, so I think no. And we already discussed the questions in between this chapter. Yes or no? Jerilyn, then Gauri, Ashik. We already discussed the questions in the page number 13. You can watch the recorded class. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And all the other question sections also discussed. Page number 6, 10, and 13. Yes or no? Please check and tell me. If any question remaining, you can ask.
And we had discussed that.
Everything, right? Jerlyn?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Then we can discuss the questions in the exercise sections. Page number 14. Okay. Then, Milicha, can you read the first question?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Which of the statement
Hmm.
about the reaction below are incorrect?
Okay. Which of the statements about the reaction below are incorrect? And the equation is
2 PbO
Hmm.
plus C
Hmm. Hmm.
gives 2
Yeah.
Pb plus CO2.
Pb plus CO2. This is the chemical reaction given in the question. And you have to find out the incorrect statement about this chemical equation. So before that, you can tell me which type of chemical reaction is this? Can you able to? Yeah. Okay, then we can continue the exercises. So the first question. Melita, can you repeat it once again? 2 PBO plus
C gives 2 Pb plus CO2.
2 PB plus C
CO2.
CO2. CO2, right? Yes. So tell me, which type of chemical reaction is this?
Redox.
Yeah, redox reaction. So tell me, what happens to each substance? Which one is getting oxidized? Which one is getting reduced? Tell me.
PBO is getting reduced.
PBO is getting reduced to
PB.
PB. PB. And what about carbon?
Is getting
Oxidized.
oxidized. to carbon dioxide.
Yeah, it is getting oxidized to,
Carbon dioxide.
yes, carbon dioxide. So these are the two chemical reactions take place here. So now you can check the statements and find out which all statements are incorrect. Minha, can you read the statements? First one,
Lead is getting reduced.
is this correct? Lead is getting reduced. Tell me,
Yes,
No,
ma'am. No, ma'am.
why?
It is lead oxide. which
Very
is
good.
getting-
Lead oxide is getting reduced, not lead. So the first statement is not correct. Then what about the second one? B.
carbon dioxide is getting oxidized.
Carbon dioxide is getting oxidized. What about this statement? Is it correct?
No, ma'am. Carbon is
why?
oxidized to carbon
Yeah,
dioxide.
carbon is getting oxidized to carbon dioxide. So the statement to B is also incorrect. Then what about statement C?
Carbon is getting oxidized.
Carbon is getting oxidized. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then what about D?
Lead oxide is getting reduced.
Lead oxide is getting reduced. That's also correct. So which are the incorrect statements?
A and B.
A and B. So you can write A and B. That means option number 1. A and B. The statements A and B are incorrect. In this chemical reaction, lead oxide is getting reduced to lead and carbon is oxidized to carbon dioxide. And this is an example for redox reaction, the reaction in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. One substance is getting oxidized and other one is getting reduced. Is this clear? Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Shall I move to next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Adulya, can you read the second question?
Fe2O3 plus
Fe2O3 plus
2Al gives
2Al gives
Al2O3 plus
Al2O3 plus
2Fe.
2Fe. And what's the question?
The above reaction is an example of a
Okay. The above reaction is an example of a dash. The options are combination reaction, double displacement reaction, decomposition reaction, and displacement reaction. Just wait. Emerin, can you identify which type of chemical reaction is this? Emerin? Emerin, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me. Which type of chemical reaction is this? Combination, double displacement, decomposition, displacement. Which one is it? Which one? Which one?
I
Hmm?
don't know.
Why? Just think about each type of reaction. Combination reaction, two reactants combine together to form a single product. What about this reaction? Is it a single product obtained here?
No, ma'am.
No. So it's not combination reaction, right? The next one, double displacement reaction. What's the criteria for double displacement reaction? Exchange of ions take place. Here, exchange of ions take place or not? Tell me.
Only one ion.
Only one ion. So it is not belongs to double displacement reaction. Next one, decomposition reaction. The criteria for decomposition reaction, a single reactant breaks down to simpler products. What about this case? Is it a single reactant here?
No, ma'am.
No, here two reactants. So this is not an example for a decomposition reaction. And the last one, displacement reaction. What about that? Is it a displacement reaction? Amarin?
Yes.
Yes. So it's an example for displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. In this way, you can identify each type of chemical reaction. Which one is displaced here?
Iron.
Iron is displaced by
Aluminium.
aluminium. So aluminium displaces or removes Fe from Fe2O3. That means aluminium is more reactive than iron. Clear? Iron displaces or removes Fe, iron, from iron oxide, ferric oxide. That means aluminium is more reactive than iron. So this is an example for displacement reaction. This is clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Elsa, can you read the next question?
What happens when a dilute hydrochloric acid is added to iron fillings? Is the correct answer.
Okay, what happens when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to iron fillings? Tell me. When hydrochloric acid is added to iron fillings. What's the chemical formula of hydrochloric acid?
HCl.
HCl. Just wait. Okay, HCl. What about iron fillings?
Fe.
Fe. Then can you guess what is the product obtained?
Hydrogen.
Okay, hydrogen. Then what about the remaining?
An iron chloride.
Yes,
Fe.
FeCl2. Okay, FeCl2. This is the product. So which are the options given?
Hydrogen gas and iron chloride are produced.
First one, hydrogen gas or iron chloride are produced. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the answer is A. And other options are chlorine gas and iron hydroxide are produced. No reaction take place. Iron salt and water are produced. The correct answer is hydrogen gas and iron chloride is produced. Option A. Hydrogen gas, then iron chloride. Can you balance this equation? Please try to balance this chemical equation.
N2HCl plus Fe gives FeCl2 plus H2.
Very good. Just put this 2 as a coefficient before HCl. Now it's balanced. You can check hydrogen. It is 2. Here also 2. Next one chlorine. Here it is 2. And the right hand side also 2. Next one Fe. Here the left hand side it is 1 and the right hand side also 1. Now it is balanced. Okay. This is clear? Tell me. Okay, then fourth question. Gauri, can you read the fourth question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What is a balanced chemical equation?
Hmm.
Why should chemical equations be balanced?
Tell me, what's a balanced chemical equation? The chemical equation in which the number of atoms on the both sides of the equation, that means in the reactant side and the product side, they must be equal. Such type of equations are known as balanced chemical equations. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the chemical equations in which the number of atoms on both sides of the equation, that means in the reactant side and product side, they must be equal. Such type of reactions or the equations are known as balanced chemical equation. Then the next question, why should chemical equations be balanced? Tell me.
Because of law of conservation of mass.
Very good. Law of conservation of mass. It is the basis of this balanced chemical equation. And what is that law of conservation of mass?
Mass can neither be destroyed or created during a reaction.
Mass can neither be created nor destroyed during a chemical reaction. Or otherwise, we can restate as the number of atoms on the reactant side is equal to the number of atoms on the product side of all elements present in the equation. Okay. So I think you can write it your own for this question. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, fine. Then now the time is 3:59. So we can wind up the class today. And other than Gerlin, then Gauri and Ashik, anyone present in this class? Dominic? Dominic, are you there in the last class? Dominic, can you hear me? Arun Bhaskar? No. Yes, okay. So we can continue this exercises in the next class. You was there in the last class. Why I didn't see you? Okay, fine. Okay, so this chapter is finished. You should study this chapter very well for the next week. There will be one class test from this chapter. Okay, so you can start learning this chapter from today onwards. We can discuss the remaining questions in the next class. And I will send you the notes of this entire chapter in the WhatsApp group. Okay, then
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
take printout and kept it.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So thank you all. Bye. See you in the next class.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
That's
Thank you,
nice.
ma'am.